There's some cages lying around. I think I saw like a throne. Like, what the hell is this? Hello everyone, welcome back to Victory Gaming. Today we're going to try out Kenshi. I am playing in the Project Genesis World Overhaul version 0.6 mod. We are also using the Metalheads mod for the Project Genesis over. So we're going to select a new game. This is where this is the one I want to start as. It's the Squatters. The difficulty, it says Nightmare. Really? Cash? Nope, no cash. The money in this game is called cats. Playstyle: survival, horror, RTS. Okay, it's I would more like a RPG. I don't know why it's an RTS. But okay, it's an RTS and an RPG to me. Outlaws and runaways squatting. Or wait, sorry. Outlaws and runaways. Oh wait, I did read that right. Okay, let's try this again. Outlaws and runaways squatting in Bast. I'm not sure what Bast is. Come home to find a new gang on their doorstep. Maybe you should go see what these guys are all about. Shouldn't that be a question? The smart thing to do is run and not look back. That sounds like a good idea. Because these guys, whatever they are, they're not nice. They are going to be our enemy in this playthrough. We're going to roleplay probably as like a Holy Nation type player. Very religious, anti-robot xenophobes. And the robots in this game are called skeletons. If you haven't played this game, I definitely would tell you to buy this game. It's a very fun game. You can spend hundreds of hours just doing whatever on it. I'll show you what I like to do when I like to play it. There's some artwork of a very fat guy. There are different races in this game. One I just mentioned as the skeletons, which are like the robots. There are Shek, which are like a gray, bony looking thing. Very tall, very big usually, like big swords. There are the humans, which are called Greenlanders. There are sub-races. One sub-race is a Scorchlander of the human. That's the only two, I guess, for human. There are mods, of course, so you probably get a lot of different things under the human sub-race. But the race, it just has like a certain bonus or negative to a trait and affects your maximum health. And health is broken up to different body parts. You have like your head, your stomach, your chest, your arms, your legs. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and check this out real quick. What is this guy? Okay, so they're all just like little short dudes. Their name's really not that important. Except for I guess this guy would be kind of like the leader, since he's like the first in order. I'm going to name him something else. We'll call him Vorlus. Who else do we have? We have Kumo. He looks like he has a crossbow on his back and a sword. We have Bin. Same thing. Looks like, okay, so all these guys are like a crossbow sword on their back. I'm sorry, I didn't get his name. Harito and Vashu. Okay. So those are our 5 dudes. So kind of like very short guys and a tall guy. You can customize all this stuff. You know, you can waste hours making yourself look like whatever. The only thing I want to change is my hair. I want it black. Let's see, my face. I don't really like any of these that much, but I'll stick with this one. Okay, that looks good enough for me. Discovered Ravaged Hamlet. Alright, pause the game. Here's our characters. We have our little kind of display here of our characters. We can just select them. We can hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can name our group something else we want, but for first, we'll just look at this. It says we have a bounty with the Metalheads. Okay, so the Metalheads, those are the bad guys. Our status is normal. You are kind of healthy for now. And then we have various other things. Probably not really that important. Mostly the hunger. You know, the more you do, the more hungry you're going to get, and that's down here. Once this gets to like 100, you're pretty much going to die if you don't get something to eat. You'll have a huge stat penalty as well. Looks like our stats are very bad. Yep, looks like everybody sucks. And we're also very slow. So our gear is probably slowing us down a lot. Seeing as how he is gaining strength XP, the most you can gain without carrying a person is 25%. And I'm gaining 17%. And then your athletics XP can be a maximum of 150%. I'm at 41%. So we can just hit I and look at our inventory. We have a backpack. It has certain penalties because we have it equipped. I know I'm going through a lot really quick, but just in case you haven't played Kenshi and you want to, check it out. It has a lot to it. There's a lot of things you can learn. And we have our crossbow. Looks like everybody wait a minute. They showed them having what kind of BS is that? It showed them having a crossbow on their back, but they don't have a crossbow. So he's the only one with a crossbow. It's a ranger. It's a prototype, which means it's like the worst one. It can shoot up to 61 meters. I'm not sure about the rest, like velocity, blood loss. If you have like a blood meter. If that goes to 0, you'll pass out from blood loss. That's basically what it is. I have a sword, which is a saber class sword. So if you go to your stats, the main stats in the game are strength, toughness, dexterity, perception. These are all the different weapon types. So that was a saber. And then you have actual combat things like your melee attack is how, good you are with the melee weapon. Your defense is how good you are at blocking. It tells you all the different things about how to increase it. It's a lot of detailed information, so you can read that when you get a chance. You can pause the video if you need to. Martial arts is its own separate thing. It's not affected by your melee attack and defense, and you will dodge instead of trying to block because you're using your hands. And then crossbows affects how fast you shoot and how fast you reload. And your precision shooting is kind of funny because you have to accidentally shoot your friends to gain that. Think about that. So you can shoot your own guys with a weapon, with a crossbow, and also with a turret. So you got to be very careful early on. That's why you probably want to get like really weak crossbows and train with those first before you get, a crossbow that shoots for 100 damage and accidentally shoot off somebody's arm or leg. Or even just, shoot them and knock them out. So you have blood loss. You have your head, your chest, your stomach, your left and right arm, your left and right leg, and you have a hunger meter to worry about. So you can get, beat the hell out of pretty much and not fall unconscious. But the main ones are head, chest, and stomach. If those drop below, a certain amount, like you have toughness, which tells you your knockout point, it says, is -10. So if I get -10 in one of these stats, I will fall unconscious. And I will bleed to death unless someone bandages me up. Okay, let's get into the game. So we just spawned in. I'm not sure where we're at. I've never been in this area. It's called Bast. Okay, so it's like the region is called Bast. I didn't know if it was a city or a town or what. Oh, it is. Okay, it's the name of the zone, but it's also a town. Or at least a little place. So there's these ravaged hamlets nearby. So when you go and travel around, if you get near something, it will say, hey, look, there's this. There's a city, there's something, and then you can just head over to it. And then it might, I don't know if it shows like Ravaged Hamlet now, and then when I get close, it'll change to like what it actually is, but that's what it's saying right now. There's, I know, like a few cities in the Great Desert and like a slavery place. I'm considering us Holy Nation. So the Holy Nation is mostly in this Okran's Pride and Okran's Gulf area. That's like where they have farms and villages and cities. Rebirth is where they have their slave pits, so to speak. Well, that's enough. That's enough about the map, though. Let's try to get into the game, see what's going on in this area. So the tip was to basically run away, but I don't know where should I run away to. Like, I guess if we were running, okay, down here, I believe is the entrance. There's like a post guarding the border for the Holy Nation that lets you into basically the Holy Nation, or is that down farther? I can't remember. I think it's actually, yeah, I think it's down here is what I'm thinking of. Because it's near, let me see. Maybe my orientation is wrong. Opens Valley. Because this is a bad area. Anything called dead. I think this is also a bad area where it rains like acid. Let's see, what do we got? Okay, this is just lots of desert. This is kind of like a hillier desert area. You can kind of tell by the map how it looks. This is kind of like a mountain or mountainous. But there should be there's paths, somewhere to get through. And you can zoom in and out of the map. It's really cool. Like this is the entire map. You zoom in, it shows you what's close to by, Okay, so what's going on with these guys? These guys are in here. They are ex-slave. I'm an ex-slave as well, it says. So let's talk to these guys, if we can. Free? I'm free. Okay. Do you want to join me? We can have, Shek. This is a Shek. Join us. And if we go to the Holy Nation, we can just say, hey, this is our slave. Don't worry about them. But I think they still do try to say, hey, we want this slave for our, slave pits, brother. We're going to take them away. But I think there's some dialogue options you can say to them to prevent that from happening. There's some cages lying around. I think I saw, a throne. What the hell is this? Oh, it's the Metalheads throne. Okay. So this is the Metalheads place, I'm guessing? Or no? What is this? Okay, these are just ex-slaves. So I think it said we were some kind of bandits, and we come home to find that someone else has taken over. But where are they? Where's the guys? Aha! Here we go. Okay, here's the bad guys. These guys are skeletons, but they're in the Metalheads faction. So these are the names on the left, the factions on the right. So you got Krupp, you got Steerfast, and you got Longstoat. I don't really like the names, but okay. And this guy is flying. Okay, and his name is Lungrot. Okay, these guys will wreck us. Look, their stats are very high. So we need to leave. They're gonna come through here, and they're gonna start killing everybody, I would imagine. So these guys are kind of like converted cyborgs, if you will. Their limbs have been replaced by the robotic limbs, and they are part of the Metalheads now. And this guy's name is Zan. This guy's name is Fu. That's actually a woman, and she looks like she used to be a cannibal. Of course, her face is painted, and the cannibals all have painted faces. Okay, so who we got? We got Spike. Oh, we can talk to Monster. Oh, these are called Monster. Okay, so those are not really a name. And we got, oh man, we got our allies over here. These guys are enslaved, but they're allies because they highlight green. What's this guy? The Doctor, Metalheads. Okay, so our friends have been captured. What's going on over here? We got somebody else coming over here. Ransacking town. Okay, so the idea, I think, is to leave before we die. This guy's a Metalhead. All he has is one robotic arm. And that is a Scorchlander. They kind of have yellowish eyes and white hair. And then this is a slave shop. And out come monsters and robots. Okay, so we definitely want to leave. So which way are we going to go? So we got freed, but we have a new enemy, and they're not going to just be like, hey, you're going to be okay with us. They're going to come and kill us, I think. All right, that'll do it for this video. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.